Make your own opportunities. The power of affirmations. It is important that you never affirm or even think about anything that you do not wish to come true. Your thoughts and beliefs have a profound impact on your prospects, career, and happiness. Therefore, it is crucial that you expect success and happiness and believe that the good things in life are meant for you. You must demand large things and hold a positive mental attitude towards your work and life. If you depreciate yourself and settle for little things, you will never get more out of yourself than you expect. To achieve great things, you must assert yourself with undaunted assurance and conscious energy. You must believe in your spirit and polarize your mind to the positive attitude. The positive attitude is the one that creates and produces results in both the material and spiritual realms. A positive person is forceful because they have faith in themselves. They form their opinions without the aid of others and are not afraid to stand for what they think. They do not hesitate to differ with others and make statements with positiveness, without hesitation. Therefore, before you can hope to win in any undertaking, you must be able to say "I" positively, with the force of conviction. You must dare to assert yourself and make the demand that will draw an abundant supply. So, be bold, be confident, and believe in yourself. The world is yours for the taking. The Bible's unparalleled dominance in the lives of humanity is not due to its reliance on external authorities to substantiate its statements or its attempts to prove its doctrines. Rather, its supremacy stems from its unwavering positiveness and vigorous affirmation of facts. The great book contains nothing negative or wishy-washy. Its assertions are powerful, positive, and uncompromising. It is a perpetual hammering, driving home great fundamental truths. The biblical writers speak with assurance and authority because of their profound conviction in the truths they support. They do not waste time arguing or pleading, they simply affirm. There is no need for appeal. As has been well said of the Bible, it never appeals to readers for confirmation, it states. Every line breathes dominance, superiority, and confidence. We find the same powerful, dominant qualities and positiveness in great leaders of men. They deal in affirmations, throwing themselves with intense conviction into whatever they attempt. They continually assert their power to do it, both mentally and vocally, and the result is a natural result. They succeed in what they attempt. The difference between the positive and negative mind, between the person who can assert the "I" with vigor and the person who cannot, is the difference between success and failure. So let us embrace the boldness and confidence of the Bible and great leaders, and assert ourselves with conviction and power. For it is only through such unwavering positiveness that we can achieve greatness and success. The key to a successful life lies in the power of positivity. Those who embrace the "I can" attitude are the ones who will triumph over any obstacle. On the other hand, those who succumb to the "I can't" mentality will be defeated before they even begin. Positive individuals refuse to be limited by their environment, resources, or opportunities. They know that the universe is abundant and that they can claim their share of it. They are not afraid to fight for what they want and will not yield to any challenge. Obstacles are merely opportunities for them to grow stronger and more determined. Negative people, on the other hand, see limitations and difficulties everywhere. They are quick to give up and yield to their circumstances. They lack the courage and determination to overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. It is the positive, forceful individuals who have shaped the world we live in today. Without their determination and perseverance, we would still be living in caves and eating raw food. They know that they have the power to command the universe and direct its forces towards their goals. Everyone has the power to guide and direct their own life. However, if they do not use and develop that power, they will lose it. Those who do not think and act for themselves will be pushed around by the forces around them. It is only by pushing themselves that they can ascend and achieve greatness. In this world, everyone is either a pusher or pushed. Those who want to succeed must be aggressive for truth and fight for what is right. Weaklings who are afraid to stand on their own feet will never attain greatness. Remember, even the kingdom of heaven is taken by violence. Matthew 11:12. If you want to make something of yourself, stop searching for external forces to propel you forward. The power you need is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. You are the engine that drives your life train, and it's time to get up steam and move ahead. Don't waste your time seeking power outside of yourself. You were created with all the machinery necessary to fulfill your purpose in life. It's time to claim what was intended for you, to develop and use your machinery to its fullest potential. No power on earth can hold you back from achieving your goals if you tap into the force within you. It's your duty to make something of yourself, to obey the inner urge that drives you forward. Don't allow anything to interfere with your physical and mental faculties. Unfold all the possibilities that the Creator has infused within you. Every day is an opportunity to achieve greatness, but it requires effort and self-assertion. Don't be timid or fearful of the results you desire. Every person who has achieved greatness has been a stern teacher to themselves. They have relentlessly pursued their ideals and held themselves unwaveringly to their realization. So, go forth boldly and claim your destiny. You are a co-partner in the work of the Creator, and it's time to play your part as a son or daughter of omnipotence. There is no lost day in God's calendar, no allowance for waste. Make the most of the stuff that has been given to you and achieve gloriously. The power of positivity is undeniable. It's a psychological law that we can use to our advantage. By focusing on the good, we can push out the bad. It's like emptying a glass by filling it up with something else. Affirmation is always stronger than negation. If we hold back our emotions, we can often control them. And if we express ourselves in a certain way, we can even influence our emotions. It's amazing how much control we have over our own minds. If you're feeling angry, try counting to 10 before you react. You might find that the situation isn't as bad as you thought. And if you're feeling down, try whistling a tune to lift your spirits. It might sound silly, but it really works. On the other hand, if you spend all day moping around and sighing, you'll only make yourself more miserable. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The key to emotional control is to act the way you want to feel. If you want to be happy, act happy. Smile, stand up straight, and speak confidently. If you want to be more outgoing, start by saying hello to people and giving compliments. It might feel awkward at first, but eventually, it will become second nature. This is one of the most important lessons in life. If you want to overcome negative emotions, you have to work at it. You have to be intentional and deliberate. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So the next time you're feeling down, try putting on a happy face. You might be surprised at how much better you feel. Many of us fail to recognize the immense power that lies within the unwavering and persistent affirmation of the conditions we desire to establish. When coupled with the visualization of the person we aspire to become or the goals we are determined to achieve, this force becomes unstoppable in shaping our reality. By acting the part and affirming the possession and assured realization of our desires, we can bring them to fulfillment. This is a fundamental law of creation. Self-suggestion, also known as autosuggestion, is one of the most active agents in building the mind. We can literally shape our minds, thought by thought, just as we can build our bodies, fiber by fiber, through vigorous affirmation. The spoken word holds a mysterious power that surpasses the impact of simply reading or thinking it. Vocalizing our thoughts leaves a greater impression on our memory and influences our subconscious mind. It works like a stimulus in our entire being, setting in motion the agents that connect us to our desires and the objects of our work. The persistent affirmation of our ability to accomplish our goals in a superb, kingly fashion is a great stimulus and a positive, creative force. There is nothing more helpful in building a strong, positive character than engaging in heart-to-heart talks with ourselves. This is the best way to take stock of our mental assets and improve ourselves in every aspect of our lives. Let us boldly embrace the power of affirmation and self-suggestion to shape our reality and become the best versions of ourselves. Let us speak our desires into existence and take action towards achieving them. With this mindset, we can accomplish anything we set our minds to. If you're feeling timid or even believe that you're a coward, it's time to take control of your mindset. Don't let negative thoughts hold you back from achieving greatness. Instead, boldly deny any notion of weakness and insist that you possess invincible courage. Embrace the qualities of a hero and watch as your strength and positivity soar. Similarly, if you struggle with decision-making or procrastination, it's time to make a change. Affirm that you possess the opposite qualities and commit to taking action. Don't just talk the talk, but walk the walk. Resolve to not only begin working on your goals but to see them through to completion. Even if you make mistakes along the way, it's better to forge ahead than to remain inactive. Remember, the habit of vigorous affirmation is the habit of victory. But it's not enough to simply affirm and resolve. You must also take prompt action towards realizing your goals. The person who never acknowledges defeat and continues to take action is the one who ultimately succeeds. So, be bold in your affirmations and resolute in your actions. Don't let negative thoughts or habits hold you back from achieving your dreams. With a strong mindset and a commitment to action, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Those who leave their mark on the world possess an iron will and an unwavering determination. Imagine if our youth were taught from an early age the power of an inflexible resolve, an unshakable will, and a positive, victorious mental attitude. Life would be so much easier. We need to be constantly reminded of the power of positive affirmations. Instead of focusing on the negative, we should chant the beauties of the good. The positive, creative, and affirmative elements are our friends, drawing us towards success and happiness. On the other hand, all negatives are our enemies, driving away our supply. We must affirm the good, the bright, and the true, and never the bad, the dark, or the false. Harmony, not discord, should be our goal. We must never forget that optimism is the key to a happy and successful life. The first step towards achieving this is to take control of the supply that is ready to flow in answer to our demand. We can do this by forming the habit of affirming that only the best will come to us, and that only the things that are good for us can enter our lives. We must put ourselves into a positive, success, and happiness attitude every morning by taking time to commune with God, the Creator. By getting into tune with the Infinite, the source of our strength. The moment we awake, we can keep ourselves in harmony with the principle that underlies our being throughout the day. Every act we take will then be a step forward on the desired road. So, let us be bold and resolute in our determination to live a positive and successful life. Let us embrace the power of positive affirmations and the invincibility of an unshakable will. Let us focus on the good, the bright, and the true, and never on the bad, the dark, or the false. By doing so, we can leave our mark on the world and achieve greatness beyond our wildest dreams. Constantly remind yourself that happiness is your birthright. You are created to take pleasure in life, not to wander around with a long face, as if life has been a bitter disappointment, as if you were a misfit in this world. You were designed to radiate joy and gladness and to conquer life. As a child of the Creator, it is an insult to go through life as a beggar or a slave. You bear the image of the King of Kings, and it is your responsibility to make everyone see the likeness. Your duty is to prove your divine heritage by radiating royal humanity. There is no practice that will do more for your growth and life enlargement than the habit of rising above your moods and discouragements through perpetual affirmation of your divinity. Do not let yourself fall into the foolish habit of anticipating trouble, misfortune, sickness, disaster, or accidents. To anticipate or expect such things is to affirm their reality and draw them to you. The habit of anticipating them will get them into the habit of arriving. You will thus be drawn into a current of circumstance corresponding to the character of your negative thought. It does not matter what comes or goes, what happens or does not happen, there is one thing you can be sure of, and that is, you are going to be positive, creative, and get the most out of today. You will not allow anything to rob you of your happiness or your right to live this day from beginning to end, and not just exist. So, go out there and conquer the day with a bold tone of voice, radiating your divine heritage and proving your royal adulthood. Repeat this statement daily or make up one of your own. I refuse to let anything or anyone steal my power and peace of mind. No matter what obstacles come my way, I will not allow them to bring me down. Today will be a day of complete joy and fulfillment. I will not let any past misfortunes or negative thoughts ruin this moment. Only positivity, happiness, and friendship will be welcomed into my sacred space. My mind will be a fortress, impenetrable to any enemies of my efficiency. I will not allow any dark, somber pictures to hang on the walls of my mind. Instead, I will fill it with pictures of joy, gladness, and encouragement. Anything that has ever held me back or made me unhappy will be expelled from my mental kingdom, not just today, but every day. By making this resolve every morning and living up to it throughout the day, I will become a force of positivity, productivity, and creativity. I am bold, I am powerful, and I will not let anything stand in my way. A positive mind is a powerful tool that can repel all thought enemies that would hinder progress. Doubt, fear, despair, and worry have no place in the creative brain. These negative thoughts are products of a negative mind, and those who seek to bend circumstances to their will cannot afford to maintain them. If you hold on to negative, despondent, and discouraged thoughts, your surroundings will reflect that negativity and be unpropitious. However, if you hold on to positive, confident, hopeful, and cheerful thoughts, a congenial environment will manifest itself. It is truly amazing what right thinking can accomplish, even in a naturally weak and negative mind. By persistently holding on to positive thoughts, assurance, self-confidence, and self-faith, and by making a determined effort to think and act for oneself, one can gradually change a negative, non-productive mentality into a positive, creative one. Even very timid, unsensitive people who once scarcely dared to say their souls were their own before others can cure their habit of lack of self-confidence and strengthen their weak self-confidence by constantly affirming their own strength. In just a few short months, they can largely overcome this weakness. So, let us all strive to cultivate a positive mind and banish all negative thoughts. With determination and persistence, we can achieve great things and create a better world for ourselves and those around us. Fear is a negative force that can hold us back from achieving our full potential, while courage is a positive, affirmative energy that propels us forward. To live a truly effective life, we must rid ourselves of all negative elements and embrace the power of affirmations. Unfortunately, many people unknowingly sabotage their own efforts by depreciating themselves and projecting negative vibrations onto those around them. We must remember that we radiate our faith, confidence, doubts, and distrust to others. Therefore, it is crucial that we do not create a mental image of ourselves as weak, ineffective, or negative. Making uncomplimentary and unfavorable remarks about ourselves only strengthens our defects and damages our self-confidence. It is time for us to recognize the incredible harm we do to ourselves by speaking negatively about ourselves. We must stop saying things like "I never remember anything" or "I am always forgetting things." These statements only reinforce our weaknesses and hinder our chances of becoming who we truly want to be. If we want to change the character of our civilization, we must start by teaching our children the power of affirmations. By instilling in them the habit of affirming the good, the beautiful, and the true, we can help them become the best versions of themselves. The constant affirmation of their ideals and aspirations will create a real creative force that actualizes their dreams and solves many of the problems facing humanity. Let us embrace the power of affirmations and courageously move forward towards our goals and aspirations. We have the ability to create a better world for ourselves and future generations. In reality, the greatest adversary and ally that any individual will ever encounter is within themselves. The majority of people possess a mental attitude that is completely hostile to their own progress. The truth is, the habit of self-criticism and unfavorable comparisons to others who may have had a more fortunate start has persisted throughout the years, rendering their minds incapable of experiencing true joy or making the most of their talents. The cause of their failure is not difficult to discern. They began on the wrong path and have continued down that path ever since. They have spent their entire lives speaking of failure, affirming hard times, poverty, ill luck, and disappointment. They have sown thistles and all sorts of damaging weeds in their garden, yet they wonder why their harvests have been so meager, so blighted, and overshadowed by weeds. Affirmations, actions, motives, ambitions, and mental attitudes are the seeds that are sown in the human garden. Your character determines what your harvest will be. Your future reaping is entirely dependent on your past sowing. What you are experiencing today, whether it be joy or suffering, is the result of yesterday's sowing. You will reap weeds, thistles, and thorns, or beautiful flowers and luscious fruit, depending on the seeds you have sown. The only soil in which your good seed thoughts will flourish is that of mental harmony. In this fertile ground lies the key to all efficiency and happiness. To achieve perfect mental harmony, one must come into unity with the author of their being. This is the first requirement for an effective life, a goal that can only be achieved through constant and unwavering affirmation. It is time to take control of your mental attitude and sow the seeds of success. Speak of abundance, prosperity, and happiness. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Cultivate a mindset of positivity and optimism. Only then will you be able to reap the rewards of a bountiful harvest. When you yearn for something that is rightfully yours, don't hesitate to plant the seed of affirmation with unwavering confidence that it will blossom into reality. Believe in your heart that our Heavenly Father is impartial and fair to all His children, granting them equal rights and privileges. With your own hard work and determination, you can obtain what you need and desire. Remember, even the poorest and most destitute person has the same amount of time in a day as a king. So, don't wait for opportunities to come knocking on your door, create them yourself. The power of affirmation can work wonders for you, so keep repeating your positive affirmations to yourself. Many people believe that they would be happy if only they were in an ideal environment, free from worries and anxieties about their livelihood, pain, and illness. However, the truth is that we are not as dependent on our circumstances and surroundings for happiness as we think. False ambitions, envy, and jealousy are the culprits behind our restlessness, discontent, and unease. So, let go of these negative emotions and focus on your own journey towards success and fulfillment. With the right mindset and attitude, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Our minds are often consumed with thoughts of what others have and what they are doing. We become so fixated on their possessions and lifestyles that we fail to appreciate the beauty and satisfaction that our own work and possessions can bring us. It's time to stop questioning and envying, and start affirming and realizing. We have the power to transform our lives through the miracle-working power of affirmation. We all have the right to be happy, comfortable, and free from anxiety. We were not meant to be worrying machines. The key to unlocking our full potential lies in achieving harmony with the universe. When we are in sync with the world around us, we become more efficient, powerful, and useful to society. We also experience the maximum amount of enjoyment and happiness that life has to offer. So why settle for discord when we can achieve harmony? It's time to take action and transform ourselves and our environment through the simple process of affirmation, linked with divine faith and effort. Let's stop focusing on what others have and start appreciating the beauty, loveliness, and sweetness in our own lives. The supply will come in answer to our demand. It's time to claim our inalienable right to happiness and prosperity. Remember, so I conclude that, first, there is nothing better for a man than to be happy and to enjoy himself as long as he can, and second, that he should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of his labors, for these are gifts from God. Ecclesiastes 3:12-13. Peace. Make each day a happy and affirmations-filled day, in Jesus' name.